Hello, I'm Don Sparks, Director of the Delaware Environmental Institute, known as DENIN. DENIN is a network of faculty and students who are engaged in collaborative research, pursuing knowledge and hopefully identifying solutions related to some of the crucial environmental issues of our time. We believe DENIN-affiliated research is bridging science and society. One of the most inspiring and rewarding of my responsibilities is mentoring dedicated students. I admire their commitment to advancing environmental science and to making a positive impact on the world. In the past decade, we recognized that young scientists were seeking a more interdisciplinary approach to their graduate research. DENIN responded to this growing need by creating the DENIN Environmental Fellows Program. The DENIN Fellows Program provides 2 years of full funding to doctoral students conducting environmentally relevant research at the University of Delaware. Fellows are selected based on their vision of how their field of inquiry could potentially connect science and society. Fellows freely study a broad range of interrelated topics with experts from multiple disciplines. Our DENIN Fellows are truly the next generation of environmental leaders. We anticipate that over time, fellows will pursue diverse careers in academia, government, and industry. The best way to share the range and scope of the exciting research of the DENIN Fellows is for you to hear about it in their own words.
Millions of people in the Bengal Delta are exposed to arsenic-related health hazards due to the consumption of arsenic-contaminated shallow groundwater. As a child, I saw my villagers suffering from the limited access to safe water. The deep groundwater in this delta, however, is arsenic safe and is considered to be an arsenic mitigation option. However, pumping the deep groundwater may induce downward migration of the contaminated shallow groundwater. My research involves understanding the impacts of pumping and geology on the sustainability of this deep groundwater resource in Bangladesh.
Phosphorus is an essential nutrient for crop growth and is one of the most widely applied fertilizers in agriculture. However, when phosphorus that is applied to the soil runs off into our water supplies, it can cause problems such as excessive algae growth, fish kills, and an overall decrease in drinking water quality. My research examines the forms of phosphorus and the reactivity of phosphorus in agricultural soils collected from the Chesapeake Bay watershed. I became interested in this project because it gives me the opportunity to work on a crucial environmental issue that is also important to health and society. Through my research, we hope to find ways to reduce the amount of phosphorus that is lost from agriculture and enters our water supplies as pollution.
As a former policy analyst and lobbyist turned marine chemist, I know from experience that science and policy need each other to confront the big challenges of our time. I work on ocean acidification, which is what happens when carbon dioxide dissolves in seawater, setting off a series of chemical reactions that lower pH. It's a time-sensitive problem with the potential to affect a lot of people, and the science is relatively young. So we're going to need to set up efficient monitoring, refine our predictions, and make plans for adaptation, even as we incorporate new and clarifying science.
I'm looking at the impacts of climate change on water treatment operations and economics. We all need to value clean drinking water. My research will provide policymakers with information so they can make sound decisions.
There seems to be a general perception that technology is itself a bridge between science and society. My research into electronic waste challenges the notion that this is an exclusively positive relationship. I study the environmental burden posed by low recycling rates and raw material extraction. I believe that effective policy can help improve the relationship between technology and the environment and thus reinforce the bridge between science and society.
DENIN research fortifies the essential bridge between science and society by providing insights that help decision makers form reasonable public policies and bring socially acceptable, economically viable, and environmentally sustainable solutions to life. Through the generosity of private donors, the DENIN Environmental Fellows Program makes it possible for students to pursue personally relevant, leading-edge, and environmentally meaningful research that will make a lasting impact on our world. Thank you.